Okay, we are standing at the intersection of Old Dairy Road and Willow Lane. So we are moving towards walking trail. So it's a quite a bit of walking trail. So it will be going in the between the trees, and there is because the Credit River is flowing and its tributaries, or you can say that it, the flow of the water which makes the marshy land, and you can see that it's quite a bit of marshy area, and standing on the bridge on the Willow Lane. So we are going to move and walk through the walking trail, and these trails are always follow the trail which is because lot of the people are moving around and they are going through these walking trails, so it's easy so not to get lost. So you can see the fauna and flora. It's some areas are very dense with the trees, with the shrubs, and you can see imagine the beauty, how dense the forest is. You can see some houses or back of the houses, and they have the sheds, barn sheds, or you can say the sheds. So and this you can see the water is flowing, and mostly this with this type of area the water is always stagnant, so we have to be careful not to go close because some it can be a very slippery, so one have to be careful when walking on the trails, and always follow the trails so it is more easy, so you don't get lost, so you know where you came from and where you are going back. So you can see I'm walking through the trees, and they are quite a high trees, and because of the wind, the age of the trees, sometimes the city cut the trees, so you can see a lot of branches are fallen down and they are on the ground, and nobody comes and pick it up because the trees, the limbs of the trees get decay and they become compost, and this way the forest nourishes itself, and there is a lot of growth of the grass, shrubs, and small trees. So you can see the density of the forest. So I will keep on walking, and you can see there is a tree on the path of the walking trail. So these must be old trees which couldn't survive the storm or wind, and due to the rain the ground is little bit wet, so one have to be careful when you are walking on the trail. The only thing is you have to enjoy the nature, and if you are nature loving, so you are going to love this walking trail. Walking trails, you hardly see any animals, only the birds are chirping, but it's not easy to see those birds because they are high on the trees, and you can see the arc of the tree. So that's a beautiful arc. It's by nature because how the tree have been broken, you can see from here, and how it bends from one side to another side, so it's making a beautiful arc. So there are other walking trails are going around, so one have to be careful, and you can see there is another tree or another log tree which have been fallen down. So you make sure that you be careful and don't stumble on your way. So this is the whole area. See how trees grows. Some are branching out, some are on the walking trails. You have to be careful. You have to see that you don't hit your head with the tree branch. So be careful when you're walking, because we are going a little bit slow because the trail is wet. So let's see what goes on. But you see how the trees branch out. You can see the birds and how you can see the plane is flying above our head. Is too high, you can see, but there are few birds out there, but because of they camouflage themselves in the tree. So you see the beauty of this tree, how it have been fallen down and how it's been branched out, but it's because it's totally there is no growth of the because this tree have fallen down, so it's become a natural arc, have given the natural arc. So once you cross it, you have to be careful when you are crossing. So let's see what's there. And okay, we will move along, and we are almost near where we came from. So this is the end of our, and see how been thrown out. It seems that the fruits are falling on our head. Okay, so we have reached the place where we started. So thank you. I hope you will like this, and if you like it, you can subscribe the channel. Thanks. Take care.